Planner. In today's plan with me, I'm going to be setting up my February habit, mood, sleep, well-being planner, as well as a one-line gratitude bullet journal style in my A5 Filofax planner. So let's go. For February, I thought I'd change things up a bit and use my bullet journal style planner bundle inserts. Now, a bullet journal is, or sometimes known as bujo, is a method of planning and organizing that was developed by a guy named Ryder Carroll. Now, its origin comes from using the dot grid journals, and the term bullet journal, or otherwise known as bujo, refers to writing bullet points for your plans. Now, since then, it has evolved into the next level planning and diary for your writing, your drawing, any artistic stuff, as well as part of reflection. Now, I first started bullet journaling back in 2017, and I did that for a few years. So I do have a few Leuchtturm 1917 A5 bullet journals, and then I discovered ring planners. Now, when I started creating my own planner insert printable download, I knew I wanted to create layouts that could use that bujoing style. And the beauty of having ring planners is that I can change my planner inserts anytime I want. I'm not locked in for a 6-month or a full year's worth of using the same planner layout. Now, you got to keep your planning fresh. And the reason for this is that so then you don't get bored and then you stop using your planner, or in my case, planners. So I'm Marianne, and through my planning, habit tracking, well-being and budgeting, I hope you can get some inspiration and ideas for your own planning needs. Now, if you are here in the chat, in the live, make sure you say hi in the chat, or if you are watching on replay, type bujo in the comments and do let me know where you are tuning in from. So without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so for February, I'm going to use my A5 Filofax Good Vibes organizer. So this is the latest one. So now here I've already set up, let me pop that in the middle. Here I've set up my February monthly cover page, as well as my February calendar. So all the items I do mention and show in today's video, it'll be linked in the description below. So this bullet journal style, let me just get that. This bullet journal style, here we go, habit tracker, mood and sleep trackers, you can get it separately from my shop at mariannecresp.com if you didn't want to get the full planner bundle that includes the cover page, calendar, habit trackers, wheel of life, gratitude log. So if you just wanted to try out the habit tracker, mood and sleep tracker, it is available on its own printable download. So if you just want to try and see if it's something that you like doing and planning with, you don't have to get the full bundle. So let's just pop this back on. Now, this is the habit tracker that I have right here. It has 12 habits or routines that you can track for the month. Now, let me quickly show you my current January habit tracker. So right here at the moment, I've got 20 routines I am tracking. So for me to get it down to 12, there are some stuff that I may have to omit, or I'm going to use and track here on my Wheel of Life tracker page. So, but first I just need to embellish the top right here. So I've got my Good Vibes pencil case right here. Let me take out all the things I have. So Filofax Good Vibes washi tape, stickers and sticky note flags. So to embellish my page, I'm going to use, let me see if I can get this sorted out. I'm going to use my Kuretake Zig Clean single dot markers, and then so these ones, unlike the double-sided ones, only have the spongy bit. And this set is called Mild Smoky. So it's nice and muted colors, not bright. So as you can see here, has that sort of like an airy effect. So I'm going to use the spongy bit, and I'm just going to write out February. So just F-E-B, because I can't fit the whole thing, and just use different colors. I'm just following what I had on the other one. And maybe I'll use this one. This is Wisteria. Okay, let me just quickly check chat. Hi Barbie, nice to see you. Oh, new layout. Yes, new habit, bullet journaling. My love of crafting. Hello, how are you, Anna? How are you? Thank you so much. Oh, cold and snow in Ontario, Canada. It's actually very warm right here in Sydney, and I had the air conditioning on a minute before I started, and I thought, oh, I better turn that off in case you hear the buzzing noise in the background. So actually the winter here, it didn't feel like it was really cold. So that's the thing now, I guess, with this global warming. So there we are. Just a cute little FEB in these Kuretake Zig Clean ones. And of course, my handy dandy Pentel Energel Cleaner pen. So that's the Cleaner is the barrel, and you've got these different colors. Let me see if I can spot the other one. So it comes in pink, and I think blue and yellow as well. So the refill that comes in them is either in 0.3 or 0.4, but I like the thickness of the 0.5 refill, so I feel like it's a little bit darker and thicker on the page, although sometimes I do swap them around. Okay, so there's the February. Now well, the next thing I do is I'm going to, like I said, I'm only going to be able to track 12 of the habits that I normally do. So I'll write these down later, but I've got the pill, morning journal, 5-year journal, update my trackers. So that's my sleep and step, do my AM, skincare, make the bed. Homeschool is going to be starting on Tuesday, so I need to pop that in there so then I can see you know, how many days of the year we are doing homeschool, have my coffee break, plan the next day, dump the photos in my phone so it's not using up too much of my storage, clear my emails, whether I have to answer it or file it and archive it, and then the PM skincare. So I've got a question for you guys. Is who here has tried bullet journaling? Let me know in the comments. Is this something that you like doing? Did it fit your planning style, or was it just too stressful? Let me know. I know sometimes those that do start out and then see all the YouTubers who have beautifully curated pages, so many artistic stuff on a page, that would be way too much if you're just starting out on your planning journey. So I wouldn't suggest starting out bullet journaling with setting up, you know, your pages and having creative artistic drawings on it. It'll be too much and you may not be able to keep up with it. So let me know if it's something that you've tried in the past or something you want to try. But with these planner inserts, because it's already sort of pre-filled for you, all you got to do is color it in. Hi Barbie, watching from Slovakia. Thank you. Yes, the colors are very nice, and I thought it goes well with the colors of the Good Vibes Filofax collection. So always a good thing when you can bring out stationery that you haven't used in a while. So always a good excuse. So so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to highlight the bars right here, and this time I'm going to use my zebra mild liners, and I have picked the colors that go well with the colors of the Good Vibes collection right here. So I'm just going to use the chiseled end bit to highlight the bars, but it also does have the finer point tip on the end. For those of you who may not know, it is a dual-ended highlighter. So let me have a look. Let's start off with these. So I'm just going to highlight the bars in no particular order or reason. I'm just going to mix through each one and maybe make sure they're mixed up a bit, and then just highlight the bars there. Take this out so then it doesn't get in the way. So just go through all of the bars. Now you don't have to highlight it, you can just use your pen. But for those of you who have followed along for a while, you guys know I love color, and like I said, any excuse to use up colorful highlighters and markers is always a good thing. For those that like to have colorful planners, make sure that it fits within your lifestyle. So if you know you don't have the time to be coloring in, filling in your planner, keep it minimal. Just keep it maybe only one color and just your pen. But for me, my planning is part of my self-care. So this is like my hobby. It's my time off. I don't have to think about anything else, and it's a great way to just slow down. So Jewish Planner Mom said, I like bujo style, but I like printables and stickers that are bujo style. Yes. It was really, when I first started bullet journaling and I started showing it on my Instagram page, people would say to me, oh, you should create layouts. And they're going, how do you do that? And that was back in 2017. I had no idea about, creating PDFs and printable. And I just thought, should I buy a bullet journal and fill it in for people and sell it? And then it wasn't until later that I needed stuff for my own self-care and my mental well-being, that I knew how to create planner inserts, and you sort of find these things out. So that's fantastic, Lauren. Hello, Elle. Thank you so much for joining me. Nice to see you. Yes, I changed it I think this morning after I did my 4th video of the week. Who noticed that I did 4 videos in a row? I guess my rest from the week before, when I was really, really tired, was the rest that I needed. It helped replenish me. Yes. Elle saw that. Yeah, oh my goodness, is she sick? Are you all right, Marianne? Why are you doing 4 in a row? But yeah, I had the oomph behind, so I kept doing. So why not just keep doing it? And with homeschool starting on Tuesday, I may not get to do as much videos as possible, so I thought, let's get it out of the way. All right, so then what I would do next is just get my pen, if I can find it, and just highlight the sticker on the back. Highlight the bars, and then just round off the corners, so again it has that feel of handwrittenness and not straight lines. See how suddenly when you put the black ink around, it just makes the colors pop. Well, for me anyway, I guess that's the way my brain works, is it has to have that border around it. So then I find that if I didn't highlight the outside, then if I didn't highlight the outside, then it would look unfinished to me. So I have seen others, of course, just, you know, highlight it without doing the black ink border. This is just my preference. And let's do 3 more. And so these zebra mild liners, so you've got the original colors. I think you can buy them individually, but most of them come in a set. So I think they also have the neutral or smoky colors. So these come from different sets. And I've just mixed them and matched them. So now there we go. Now what I'm going to do, see how these little gray dots here, so that signifies the days of the week. So you've got 5 rows for the up to 5 weeks in a month. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight what February. So February 1st. So this is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So February 1st start on a Wednesday, and February 28th finishes on a Tuesday. Let me quickly double check my calendar, make sure that I am getting that right. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So I'm just going to highlight that area there to signify that that is the zone. I don't know what the word I'm trying to use for February. So then that way, I hope I get this right and I don't stuff it up, because it won't look nice if so Wednesday. Now I deliberately on these planner inserts left, I don't know if you can see how the dotted, so then it looks like it's an authentic bullet journaling. And of course it helps you do your lines when you have a little guide to follow along. So when I fill in these different routines or habits, I'm going to use my Koretake single Smiled Smoky dot colors to mark the days I've completed each routine. So then that way it's gonna have that nice smoky coloring, and then I'll be able to see how well I am actioning my habits for the week. So let me know in the chat who here has already set up their February planners, or if you're still stuck for ideas. And also, what planners do you use, whether it's the size or the brand? Because I would like to try other planner inserts or even other planners, just so then of course I get to know different styles out there. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, you got to keep your planning layout fresh. So in the planning community, those that aren't planners sometimes ask planners, how come you have so many planners, or how come you change up your planners all the time? And what I say to those, they don't ask me, but what I say to those is, I mean, you wouldn't wear the same pants every day, would you? Or you wouldn't wear your hairstyle the same way. So planning, because it's an extension of your well-being, you need to change things up a bit. So hello Amanda, thank you so much for joining me, and nice to have you here today. So that is the February habit tracker. Oops. And then let's say that's morning journal and I do it, so I'll probably fill these in, but I might use my a gray one so it doesn't stand out. So if I say I completed my morning journaling on the 1st of February, I'm going to use my dot marker and then mark that. Now if you don't have dot markers, you can just do little X or use your any fine tip marker and just color in the circles. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to have the dot markers to use bullet journaling like this or using the dot. So that's quite cute. I might add a little skinny washi tape later down the track. I'll fill in the different habits for each one a little bit later on. Barbie says she's ready for February A3 size planner. So that's really big because so we got A5, A4 is double this, and A3 is double that. Oh, that's a huge planner. Oh, I'd love to see that. That would be, oh, have so much stuff to put in there. A3, yes. I've got one, well, I've got the A3 paper for our homeschooling. Amanda says, A5 discbound with some of your inserts. Thank you. Set up for February. Hard to believe. I know. I've just turned around. I'm going, wasn't it just my birthday the other day? Which was 3rd of January. And homeschool, my oldest son will be in year 10. I can't believe it. You know how Facebook shows you all the memory photos? It showed up his year 7 photos when his uniform was still all way too big. So just amazing. Done some of February setup for Lauren. Purchased my first set of 12 pastel highlighters this week. Ooh, let me see if I can see. I don't know if you can hear my little sound effects. Well done. I'm using them for my planner starting February. Well done. You've joined us, and hopefully you don't get sucked into the highlighters and stationery world where you just got to get them all like I do. Oh, thank you so much, Elle. That's really, I really appreciate that. All right, so now let's go into the mood and sleep tracker side. So I have, let me just clear this up a bit and give me some space so I can write it. I have a 5-point color code system. So I'm going to get my double-sided dual tip Kuretake Zig Clean color dot markers. So for a great day, I have that as green. I think I wanted that over there. It doesn't matter. Green. For a good day, I mark that in orange. For a tense, oh no, actually for a meh kind of day, neither here nor there, I do yellow. If I'm having a tense or anxious day, I use blue. And then if I'm sad or angry, I use pink. Now, of course, you know, I don't have, you know, I'm not happy all day or I'm not sad all day. So whatever the overarching mood of the day or what I read that really stood out, that's what I'm going to pop on there. So I remember when I first started bullet journaling, and this is I think he was my oldest son, so maybe 6 or 7 when I first started bullet journaling, and I said, oh, well, now I've got to mark my bullet journal as angry because, you know, something must have set me off. And he said, Mom, but that's only like 5 minutes of your day. This is a 6 or 7-year-old, you know. So from then on, I had to remember that not all day may not be good, but the whole day is not bad. So if you are having a bad day, that's why I guess your planning and your writing gratitude log and having time for yourself helps you reflect on the positive side. So even if things are going, you know, bleh, or for the day, just trying to remember that little beauty, the, you know, what's the small wins of the day will help you keep positive. But yeah, so a 7-year-old, the you know how they say with age comes wisdom, but we can't disregard the innocence of the little ones that just he's 10, or he's in year 10 now, so it's nearly 16. Yes, yes, just so cute. Oh, Barbie, thank you so much. I didn't plan on being an inspirational person. I just wanted to do what I was helping me, and as someone who was quite anxious, having to now start homeschooling my son back in 2019, and had never, taught anybody, let alone. I guess I felt that losing myself, because now instead of a working mum, on a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 type of corporate job, I had to be at home trying to teach my son, who already had challenging issues with his autism and sensory processing disorder. I found that planning was a way to look after myself. So stayed up late cutting and punching your printables down to size for February. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Yes, he's so sweet. Sometimes I think we're too much alike, though, my oldest son and I, that we like butt heads, but he's just the sweetest and most caring young man. And I look forward to him growing up to be a young man, although it makes me sad every time, because it's only 2.5 years till he's 18 and becomes an adult. But I agree with Barbie. Marianne is the only non-happy plan I follow. Yeah, so as much as I'd love to buy like all the happy planner stuff, sometimes I use my money on all the other stuff, all the techie stuff instead. But all right, so I digress. Let's keep going, everybody. Now, where are we? So there's my 5-point system. So like I said, I note down the overall feel of the day, the mood that stood out. Now for the sleep tracker, I'm going to mark 6 hours on here, as that's the ideal minimum number of hours of sleep I would like to have each night. So I'm just going to mark 6 here, and then use my sleep tracker on my app, because sometimes I don't know when I go to sleep, or when I don't know exactly the time I wake up, being a stay-at-home homeschooling mum. And then I do nap throughout the day. Times can sometimes be everywhere. So let's say for the 1st of February I sleep 5 hours. I'm going to mark it there, and then use my zebra mild liner. So I also have, let me show you the January one. So I have, just get rid of that, sort of like a color code. So green is over the 6 hours, yellow is just between 5 and 6 hours, the pink is less than 5 hours. So then visually I can see. So beginning of January I did well. I was sleeping way over my ideal 6 hours of sleep. And then here, as you can see, because I've been I've been doing my video uploads on YouTube, that has taken most of my time, and I haven't even tracked my habits or my sleep. And I'm fine with that, because I was busy doing some other top priority things. So I'm just going to, let's see, add some stickers on here. Let's have a look. Will this fit? Will this cute cupcake? Yeah. Let's pop that there. And maybe a little bit. So this is the Filofax Good Vibes stickers. And let's put a nice, do I want that at an angle? No, let's do it here. Put that there. And like I said, I'll probably pop a skinny washi at the bottom of the page. So then of course, once this starts getting filled in with my completed habits and routines, it's going to be even more colorful. There's that. There we go. Now, next we move on to my Wheel of Life, 7 areas of focus. So, according to Zig Ziglar's Wheel of Life, you should try and do things on a daily basis in 7 areas. So, in no particular order. I have written mine down here. So, so then that's the order I'm going to be putting it in. So, no particular order. We have finance, spiritual, mental, family, physical, social, and career. So then Zig Ziglar says with the Wheel of Life is that if one side of the wheel is flat, so meaning that you might have neglected that, then the wheel doesn't function properly. So ideally, you want to be having a nice balanced day, actioning stuff in each area. But of course, that doesn't mean that you have to do everything all at once, every day, all of the week. It's just that if you do see that one area is being neglected, make sure that you, the following week, is that you don't neglect it again and again and again. And then later on you turn around and go, let's say, if it's finance, and go, where did all my money go? How come I'm now in debt? Or my bank account went into got overdrawn. So those sort of things. So I'm not perfect. There are days where, or weeks where, I don't do my workout. I haven't been doing my workout. So but I know that it's something I need to work on, and I need to keep trying and trying. Okay, so Wheel of Life tracker. So again, using my zebra mild liner highlighters to highlight the bars. And actually no, this one I'm going to use my, trying to see which ones I normally use. I'm going to use my double-ended one. So finance, this is the ocean. So there's the spongy end, because you can use the spongy end also to, I can't see. I'm coloring this on the sides so you don't see the top of my head. So finance, spiritual. I'm trying to, and then mental is blue. So these ones I'm using the colors that I have assigned for my 7 areas of focus, so then I don't get confused, because now that I know the color coding that I have applied for the 7 areas of focus, like here, I haven't filled in my Wheel of Life. Like here, visually I can see exactly, oh, well, I haven't done my reading or learning. Next, family. So these headings, the 7 headings, you can amend it. You don't have to have the same one. So you can change that, you know, if you don't want to do anything physical, change it to something else, and maybe something creative. So you can change up the headings. Like for example, for family, I actually use that as my home maintenance or my cleaning tasks, and career is homeschooling and my side hustle, and as well as yeah, so change it up that suits your needs and your lifestyle, so you don't have to follow to the letter the 7 areas that I showed here on the original Wheel of Life areas of focus. So what's next? So family, physical, I use pink. See how the lines here are all sort of like everywhere. Once I do the black outline, it's going to look a lot neater, and maybe that's why I do the black outline. So then it looks a little bit neater. And career, so this is homeschool, or well, actually more the side hustle stuff. And then outline it with your black ink. I round my corners, but if you want, you can make the corners nice and sharp. It just depends on how your brain works and what you like to see on your page. And bit hard for me to do these lines straight on the side because I normally have the page right over my face. But we're making it do. See how suddenly, boom, the black outline just makes it pop on the page. Pop, pop, pop. And there we go. So I'll write the habits that I need to do on a daily basis. So here I'm going to just put track expenses because there's only a little bit of space, so I can't write out the full thing. So track expenses, meditate, read or learn, cleaning task, workout, text or call, and then side hustle. And then here, the wheel of life pie chart. So this will get filled in based on the week before. So I'm going to have on here a date range. So this one relates to this previous week, so how I did the previous week. So I'll make sure I'll pop the date range here. So then again, visually, I can clearly see which areas I have neglected and I need to work on for the week. So let me just show you. So the wheel of life for this one, which is the new planner bundle, each segment has 7 sections that relates to the 7 days of the week. So if I did the expense tracker 5 out of 7 days, I will color in 5 segments of this pie chart. Now for this bullet journal style bundle insert, it actually, this is when I've originally use this, it has 10. So 10 relates more to the percentage. So what I'm going to do, instead of coloring 7 sections because it has 10, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's say I read 5 days out of 7, so 5 divided by 7, and I think it's about 70 or 70%. So I'm going to color in 7 sections, so it's more of a percentage rather than the number of days. So it's still going to be the same. It's still going to visually, I'm going to clearly see which area or which color code that I have neglected for that week, and I need to either prioritize or do something about it. So then I'm not always going to go, oh, I didn't do my workout, I'm looking fat, my jeans aren't, my buttons aren't buttoning up. So, and, not complain and then still not do anything about it. So that's the dialogue that I'm having with myself at the moment. Although I bought a stepper and I like it. So I'll make sure that I do that more often than not. So that's the Wheel of Life 7 segments. Hello Irene, nice to see you. Good afternoon, and good afternoon, good evening and good night. So it's 6 o'clock here in Sydney, Australia. Very organized. It may just it only looks that way. See, look over here, it's all so pretty, but then the rest of my small flat, I've got toys everywhere, blankets on the floor, cushions on the floor, a gritty carpet. No, not gritty carpet because my oldest son vacuumed, but majority of the time gritty carpet with cereal crumbs and breadcrumbs. So it's not always what it seems, but it does look like I am organized. But if you look at one of my planner flip throughs, you'll see that there are pages that don't get filled in. It's because I'm human. I'm normal. Look at this. Here is this week's? Yeah, things don't get filled in, but I do make sure that my desk, because I guess this is my work area, is nice and neat all the time, because when you wake up in the morning and the place that is your sanctuary is a mess, then of course you wouldn't want to be there. So thank you, it's Swagger Sickle Cell Awareness. Thank you for noticing that, yes, majority of the time I am organized, but there are times where I'm just on the couch, probably still in the same pajamas, hair oily, you know, chocolate stains on my t-shirt, but those are the balance. You can't be organized all the time, or else it's just yeah, I think then that you got to have the balance. So where are we, my darlings? Okay, so habit tracker done. Mood and sleep tracker, I'll probably put something else there. Mood and sleep trackers, so that's going to look really nice once I start filling in these mood. I'll just go color it and then do the line graph so I can see my moods, whether it's up and down. Let me show you. I took the clear divider tab, so now I can't get to it. So this is my mood at the moment. So see how there's a correlation between getting good sleep and being in a good mood. And then here up and down, normally that's my time of the month, and everything goes disarray. Cranky mum, tired mum, but yeah, and then of course same with the sleep. Hopefully most of the markings are over 6 hours and are here rather than here. My wheel of life tracker, like I said, these are the 7 areas of focus. And is it focusing? Yes. Okay. And then of course the gratitude log. So the gratitude log here is only 1 line a day, so which means you don't have to write out an essay each, whether you do your gratitude log at the beginning or at the end of the day, just something. And the gratitude log doesn't have to be like you know, long and winded. It's just something you can refer back to that you are grateful for. Let me show you some of what I'm written in my I don't get to write in my gratitude log here. This is January, but things like grateful for my wonderful loving husband, grateful I can have Mondays to work on my side hustle, grateful to get a bit of rest. So just, you know, it doesn't have to be like an epic gratitude. It could just be grateful, you know, I got to eat green mangoes today. So I love green mangoes. I'm Filipino and I love all things sour and salty, and sometimes chili. And green mangoes I love eating, and I like to put either salt, or some might find this a shrimp paste, so that's the Filipino background coming through. And I like to put salt on my watermelon and on my strawberry. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a bit weird, but yeah, so it cuts through the sourness of, well, on watermelons it's not sour, but it cuts through the sourness of some of the fruits that I like to eat. Let's pop that there. Okay, I'm going to use my Good Vibes washi tape. So then this will just tie in, well, maybe not these colors, but these will tie in the colors of this layout. So it comes in this stripy one, so like a midnight with stars and hearts. And then this one is be present and find joy. So I'm just going to... Now this one, because the coating of the washi is not paper-like, so it's harder. I normally just rip the ends off of the washi tape with a ruler, but because it's sort of like slick, shiny washi tape, I can't rip it like normal paper. So I just use my Fisker craft knife. Now it is the tip is, it's very old, the blade's very old. I haven't changed it for a long while. Really doesn't cut anything, so it doesn't cut through the paper. It just scores the washi tape, so then I can pull that in nice and easy. So here as well, I'm going to write, let me just show you, start that off. So the 1st of February, let me double check, I don't want to get it wrong, is a Wednesday. So I put Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and so on. So then I'll know the days of the week for that one. And that's the same for the mood and sleep tracker. So what did I say? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, and then now let's quickly. Amanda says she loves the salt and watermelon as well. Yeah, and I think I just discovered halloumi. Is it halloumi? The cheese, yeah, and so grilled halloumi and watermelon go well together. So again, that saltiness and the sweetness of the two. So yes, so I guess I'm not the only one. And I also loves putting salt on my oranges. Yes, I should really watch out for my salt intake because my blood pressure is quite high. So it's something I have to watch over. But I don't want to get rid of my salty stuff. I love it too much. Oops, okay. All right, so let's have a quick look at, so we've got the February cover page and then the calendar. Now we have the February habit trackers, mood and sleep trackers, the wheel of life tracker. So I'll fill in all these headings off camera, and then we have the gratitude log. Now the weekly, I won't do a plan with me. Have a look at all the different weekly that I've done in the past. So it'll be similar. It'll be similar setup. It'll just be different themes. So I'll probably do these colors right here for my weekly vertical style bullet journal spread. So you can also get this printable download separately, so you don't have to get it as part of the bullet journal style planner bundle. You can get it separately if you just want to try out a bullet journal or bujo weekly spread, and in that you'll get the vertical as well as the horizontal layout. And then now if you haven't watched my February plan with me, where I showed you how I set up the cover page and the calendar, make sure to check the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye.